back. But yeah, feel free to drop like a LinkedIn and connect with people. We'll do like 5 minutes networking, and then we will go into the session. And hopefully, y'all can see my screen. Okay, meeting group chat. Yes. So yeah, feel free to comment in the chat. Feel free to drop your LinkedIn, connect with each other, introduce, and then we'll get started in 5 minutes. I'll just feed this cat. It's just doing a lot of drama here. Yeah. Okay, nice. Good. So I'm gonna give you all some gift also at the end, so stick around. Okay, cool. People connect on LinkedIn. Awesome. So I think it's already 5 minutes in, and then we're gonna get like started with it. And then also feel this is like going to be like an interactive session, and we'll try to like wrap it up in like 1 hour. And I know people had like a long day at work and then probably chilling now, so we'll try to wrap up as soon as possible. So this has been recorded. Was okay, recorded. Okay, cool. I'll keep it very casual. I just want you all to get a grasp of the new AI features. So I know some people have gotten, some people are still waiting. I got it, so I thought to do this masterclass. So welcome to the masterclass. Thank you for joining, and super excited to walk you all through the masterclass and the Figma AI features. I did that at my company as well. One of my colleague also joined, so I'm kind of doing that, but diving deeper into some of the topics. And then this is going to be our outline today. And yeah, you're welcome, Amy. Yeah, I'm super excited. I love doing all this master classes. I do that even at work, even if I don't get paid for it. So I love to share these things with you all, and it's super exciting, all this new stuff that happens. So we're gonna have like a meet and greet, which we did right now. So feel free to connect with each other, build your professional network. You send a message to a stranger, nobody will see you, but you can say, hey, we met at this AI masterclass, let's connect. Then you have some common grounds to connect. So connect with each other. And then there's, yeah, welcome from Los Angeles. We have from New York. We have from Seattle. We have like people from all over the place, which is awesome, and connect on LinkedIn. And we have UX and graphic designer, and we have many designers here, which is awesome. So it looks like everybody's designer is all good. I'm gonna it's going to be AI masterclass. You all might have seen this year, or if you have not got access to it, wait for it. I think they're gonna roll out case by case, so you're gonna get it soon. And I think UI3 is has everybody got October 10th. They mandatory rolled out to everyone, so you probably got the UI3, but AI is like coming for a few people. Uh, yeah, Mira, no worries. It's my pleasure. I love doing this session, so it's a lot of fun. So we'll dive a little deeper into introduction about me. I know some people know me, some people like who's this stranger, right? So I will make sure I'll just introduce myself a little bit. And I've recently launched like a program. I'll tell a little bit about it, but I'm gonna keep that pitch at the end. And I mean, I don't want that you all be feel forceful that anything. But if you are interested in the Design Quest new program, you all can stay. But once the master class on the AI and Figma class is done, that would be like the end of the class. And then if you are interested in the program, which I'm gonna mention, you all can stay. No pressure. And last we'll have the Q&A. This is going to be deep dive Q&A. But if you all have questions in between, you can always ask. This is going to be live interactive session, and it's going to be super interactive. So feel free to raise your hands or drop it in the chat. I have a Michelle has a moderator here. She's also moderating the chat. And then if there are any links that are needed, um, you all can stay. So at the end of um the master class, I'm gonna give a gift that is nothing but access to my Discord community. Some people are already part of it, and then for other people, I'll give at the end so that you'll have some reward to staying at the end. And I don't give that to everyone, so it's very selective people. So you guys are already selected. So I'm gonna give that after the master class. So a little bit about the master class. We are going to look into uh one second, this cat. Sorry guys, there is this cat. She's like bothering me a lot. It's actually not my cat, it's probably neighbor. She just keeps coming here. And then I give her food, but now she's coming and standing at my desk. So I'll just drop her out and I'll be back. But yeah, connect with each other. This is very funny and embarrassing. Yeah, that never happened to me. But yeah, thanks for being patient with it. But yeah, cats. I heard like if you don't give attention to cats, they want your attention. So I was not giving attention. So she came here. Yeah, I think cats want to be a designer. That's funny. Okay, coming back, where was I? So about the masterclass. So you all can see this section where we have all the different AI features. We're gonna dive deeper into one by one. And then once you'll get it, you all can deep dive. And then I also want to share like how we can leverage it, not just by like showing, but also like how we can leverage it. So how many of you all have already got access to it? If you have access, raise your hand. If you are still waiting, I'll see at least if anybody got access to it. Oh, Amy got access to it. Nice. Okay, so not many people, so it's okay. Okay, Akhilesh got access to it. That's awesome. A little bit about me. I know I've introduced myself many times, but I'm John. I'm currently working at JP Morgan Chase. One of my colleagues also is here, Kate. And then I founded a platform called Design Quest. It's a platform to help designers to land jobs. I'm gonna share a little bit more about that. And then I've been doing design, product and design for around 10 years now. And yeah, so I turned 30, so it's almost been 10 years. And then I recently, maybe 3 months back, I wrote a book called Landing Design Job with Confidence to help designers land job. And I'm currently based in San Francisco Bay Area. I lived in three different states from Philadelphia to Southern California, now San Francisco Bay Area. And I'm one of the top 10 mentor on ADP list and mentored some of the top designers. And then I was recognized as the top 10 mentor. And so I love to teach. I do a lot of like podcasts. I do newsletters, and I do like content on LinkedIn and stuff like that. So this is what I do for like fun and to keep myself creative. And I keep launching new things every month. So you might have seen a lot of launches from my end. But I kind of want to recently I relaunched my platform. I found that the biggest pain point of designers is struggling to land jobs. So I launched a program to help designers to land job, and basically you have to apply to become a member. And then all my past courses, I launched Figma course, my landing design job course and freelancing course and everything. I put everything together like in a membership. So it's a bit affordable. Many designers found like some of the pricing being a little more. So I kind of put that all in one membership, and then you become a member, and the process is very selective. I'm going to dive deeper into that at the end, but now I'm going to go back to the Figma's AI and masterclass. And that's a little bit about me. And outside work, I love to play the guitar. I love to do road trips and drive around, and yeah, that's what I kind of do for fun. So yeah, let's start with the AI feature. So how do you get access to it? So it comes to you naturally. There's nothing you could do about it. It will come naturally to you, and then once it comes, you're gonna start seeing this icon here. So that is going to be AI thing. So even if you press Command and K, it opens up the AI model, so you'll be able to see this different things that we can do. So any preference on which one do you want to start? Okay, there are more people joining. Okay, so we have rename layers, we have first draft, make a prototype. Any preference that you which you want to start with? Okay, I've used it and it's disappointing. Yeah, it's very subjective. Too many. I think I got access, but turned it off. Yeah, so corporates are not like turning it on. So if outside work, if you're like freelancing and stuff like that, you could like leverage it. So okay, let's start with the exciting one, which is like the create your first draft. So you might have used Mid Journey or Dali that creates like UI based on the prompt that you give. So I know you all might be hearing about prompt engineering and all that stuff, but here you can be as detailed as possible and it generates like a concept. Basically, like as designers, even if I do this for 10 years, I still need inspiration, right? And then you might not get the right inspiration that you need. So sometimes you can just prompt it and you can like get proper designs you can visualize and stuff, so it can strike the idea. I know many like in marketing outside people might say that it replaces designers, or then hey, designers are not needed, I can just make a UI. But that's not design, right? Design is kind of more than that. But as a designer, sometimes we need like something to trigger us to think about something. Like if I'm creating like a onboarding or subscription for like an app and I might not know how that looks like, so I can just like create like a quick concept like that and take that as an inspiration. So I see that as an inspiration too, and not for like replacement of a craft. But that might happen. I know there's an opposite uh, perspective on that as well. But is there anything that mobile app or anything that you all want me to generate through the prompt? Any recommendations? Okay, so it's okay. I'll take a stab at it. So let's maybe think of like let's say let's say I'm designing an app for like a space thing, right? Like design an app for a space store where I can buy space toys, right? And you can also describe like the modes of it, make it dark mode. And you can also sell maybe like iOS kind of like, and yeah, you can give any prompt to it, and when you like make it, it starts generating the UI for you. So it's like super helpful to get some like inspiration for your design and stuff like that. So this is how it starts like generating. So it starts generating here. It's very pleasant to look at, but yeah, it freaked a lot of people out during config. But the good thing about it is you can like just modify it and replace it and stuff like that. So is it the best UX? Probably not, but at least it gives you some sort of like an idea. And then it is like honestly, like no offense, but better than some of the portfolios I see. So it's definitely gonna get better over time. So, but it kind of gave you like a nice UI, which you can like play around and at least like give you a little bit of the idea of how that store would look like, and then you can like play around with it and stuff like that. So the best part is like this is all like this is insane because it did this correctly with the auto layout, so you can see the margin spacing and all that stuff. It kind of did it like very correctly, and look at the 16 pixel margin. So it kind of did correctly, and that kind of gives you like that freedom to kind of like uh move things around and then like manipulate it based and then fix it and stuff like that. And did I asked iOS, that's why it gave that like linear blur and everything. And I know it's kind of messed up here, but you can always go and like modify it and delete and like do whatever you want to. So yes, so this is how it created the app. Is there any app recommendation that you want to share that you want me to generate? We can give that a try as well. So you can like play around and you can also like modify it from here. So it kind of gives you like the CEO of the Figma says that um it lets you get to the first draft and everything. And then this is this feature to show like different modes and stuff like that. So you can able to generate different modes and styles and everything. App for sell NFTs. Okay, so let's do that. Uh, like go to make the first draft and like make an app for selling NFT. Any preference on like the mode and styles and stuff like that? Maybe this time we'll do light mode. Let's see if we can understand design system, like with uh, Google Material Design System. I'm a little biased towards Apple. I'm an Apple boy, so but let's do Google Material Design. Can it add any interactions? Probably not. It's just making the UI, but there's a prototyping feature. I'm going to show it to you in a bit. And then let's see, like glassformism. Yeah, I think it understands glassmorphism style with a gradient button. So, okay, nice recommendation. I love this. This is like live streaming kind of a thing. So, anything else that you want me to add? And let's try something funky. Let me make it cute, right? And okay, is there anything else that you want us me to add? Let's see. If not, I'll go. Okay, so I think this is good. Let's see how it generates. I'm wondering if it generates on top of this because I'm selected the lay. Oh, no, it created another one, so that's fine. Use neon colors. Okay, so let's see what comes out of this. So yeah, it's kind of generic. You can see it being like super generic. Uh, okay, now hi Tim, thank you for joining. Okay, perfect. That's kind of nice. I can see like this is perfect, like Google Material Design. And I think the icons are like pretty nice because I feel like it does not curate icons really well because looking at this one, but I think since I said like Google Material Design, this almost feels like a professional nav bar. So that's like crazy. So that's good. And then it's using that Google Material Design, and then I think it's using the glass morphism effect here. It didn't gather the gradient button. Let's try one thing. If I can select the frame and then I can make changes maybe. So it looks like I can make like some changes here, maybe prompt. Okay, if it does that, that's cool. I didn't try this before, so let's try that. Let's uh make it gradient. Okay, if it does that by selecting frame, I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so let's see. Try readjusting the font or go back to there. It probably does not do that. If it does that, that would be mind-blowing because you'll be just like modifying it. So it looks like I can change the style. Yeah, Akhilesh, go ahead.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
instead
I
of
can change the style and
prompting.
colors, but I don't think so. I can prompt it and do it. So I can change the radius. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, feel free to ask your question. Nice. Make changes. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I think it's yeah, it's pretty cool. So I think like the future and we'll be like working along with like AI a lot. Like AI agents are becoming a very thing now. So the one thing, maybe let's try one last one. I always like if I want to make like a subscription flow. Um, so I always get confused about what that content needs to be and stuff like that. Maybe let's try if it gives me a proper UX. We kind of saw like it does like visual things a little bit. Let's see, make a screen that has a subscription pay wall for users to proceed Uh, Forward. Let's see if we can make two screens. I don't know, but let's try make two screens to show that flow. Okay, let's see if that works. I'm wondering, I'm thinking it's just like this one screen. It does only one screen. Oh yeah, it's probably not gonna make multiple screen. Okay, so it's generating. Oh, that's what it made. So I think that's not like, yeah, that's the I don't think so. You're gonna get like good UX kind of a thing content. So this is like nothing. So it's not helpful at all. Uh, but I think yeah, generating something like this, and then you can like play around with it. So based on the feel and vibe. So like give me a prompt, let's try that. Give me a prompt, let's type in. Okay, let's do a last one. So it looks like it's not gonna do like the UX really well, but it's like probably gives you a little bit of like the visual concepts a little bit with AI. So I think you'll be probably experimenting that. So one last prompt, AI prompt workshop are going to be bestseller course. Yeah, I think you're right. So AI prompts are going to be the bestseller course. That's gonna be my 2025 course, I guess. Okay, last one. Let's start. Make a first one. Let's last one. Okay. So can you generate typography based on field? Okay, let's see. Make an app with the like elegant elegant typography graphy showing a gal typography. Maybe let's try with that prompt. I don't know if you can understand it. Um I wonder if it like predicts what I want or something like that. Probably not. So let's see. Okay, it's the last one. Um yeah, I think it gives you something, right? So okay. So yeah, it gives you something. I'm not sure that's the best, but yeah, it gives you something. So something to start with. I don't think so. It's the best. I don't think so. This is the common pattern as well. I think the magic is going to happen when it's connected to design system. So if it takes like components from the design system and creates the UI, that's going to be like huge. And that's where Figma is heading towards. And that's scary, my friend. Okay, so looks like it can generate some stuff and those letters and stuff. So there's something there, and then you can like modify it and change it and stuff like that. So that's there. So okay, I think that we are good. And you can again play around with the styles and everything and give feedback to Figma if you want to. How was your experience? No. Okay, so that's about generating. So there are a lot of features to cover. So we'll dive deeper into those things. So this is how you create people who joined late. If you go here, if you create your first draft, you can prompt and create UI to kind of explore your ideas and everything. Is it useful professionally? I'm like on the 40%. I feel it's just like inspiration, but I don't think so. It's like 60%. I would be on the side where it's going to be really helpful. And enterprise companies are like not allowing use AI anyways. But it's pretty good if you're like freelancing and stuff like that. So it's pretty fun. Seems like just going to make a mess. Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I think it's gonna be a bit dangerous tool in front of like people who don't understand design. So they'll be like, "Hey, I made this. Can you make something like this?" Right? That's gonna be something you go watch out for. It's not the AI, it's the people you got to be careful with. What are about variables, type patterns, planning components? Yeah, and it does not do anything of that. I think design system is are very complex to do that for now. So you should be good in the design system. So yeah, please learn design system. That's like the hot skill of 2024. Okay, so now let's look into renaming layers. I think this is one of my best. I think that's what Figma needs to focus on is to make sure that they are aligned with like improving the designers like workflow and not to replace them. So let's see if this category can, I think this one is currently um named properly. So let me see if I can grab. Yeah, these are like some of my Figma files which I have named properly. So let me see if I can go ahead and get some kind of a different file. So let's go and Figma Foundation, Figma course, maybe from here. This is probably like my old designs. I'll try to get it from here. So prototype design, no, it's foundation. So just give me a minute. Maybe from here. Okay. So I'm gonna try renaming the layer. So this is one of my favorite feature. And then when uh who's that Figma announced it, the crowd was like super excited about it. So we have the iPhone 13 here. So you can see all these are like frames. Groups. Keep an eye on here. So let's get started. So if you go to your I wish we had a control on like to do the mundane stuff. Yeah, that's true. I think that's where Figma needs to focus on. But it's yeah, they also have to. Okay, so this you can see it start renaming the layer. So keep an eye. So yeah, that's like the best. Okay, is it helpful? I think it's better than not renaming the layer. So here you can see it renamed all the layers. It didn't rename the frames and everything, but it renames like the some of the things. But is it helpful? Checkout container, maybe this one. It kind of clearly describes what is this, so that is good. Explore content. I think this is correctly named and stuff like that. It's time filling for sure. I think it's better than nothing. And then yeah, it's naming the tags properly and stuff. So this is good. So I really love it. I think it's better than like not having anything. So it's better than something, right? So we can try it again one last time. So you can see reward container, checkout container. Okay, this one is correctly named. I think I did use AI. To do it, I would probably use that a lot. Maybe let's try on an app clip here. It's not app clip, it's more of a model. So let's see, let me open up. So this one says like groups, frames and stuff. So let's give that a try one last time before we go to the, so it's running, so 24 layers. So yeah, I think this is nice. So horizontal quality background. So here you can see this is little meaningful. So I think this is a helpful container, main container, content container and stuff. So kebab, what is a kebab case? I don't know what kebab case is. Okay, so that's about the renaming feature. So let's dive deeper into I think the best thing is like the content help. So I think that's super helpful. So let's see. I have this content here, and then again, you'll always be working with a content designer, but sometimes you might not have that luxury. Like you can mess around with the content, select the layer and make it shorter, make it longer. You can mess around it. If you have added auto layout, it'll probably mess up your auto layout. So, but you can I think this is super helpful. This is something I might use a lot. So let's say I want to shorten or lengthen this copy, so I can make it like make it like very shorten. Yeah, so it kind of changed that copy, and then you can go around and like play with the components and like fix the auto layout a little bit, but it will update your content and everything, which is good. So this is super helpful, and I think like you can like directly modify on that thing, so it's just nice. So one more thing I would recommend you need not to like select the suggestion. You can write here directly without thinking about it. So Command and K, it will pop up. Oops. Command and K, it will pop up, and then like maybe rewrite rewrite this. Make it uh, sound more confident, right? The tone, I'm defining the tone. So yeah, thanks Derek for joining. I will, yeah, I'm gonna send a Discord community link if you're going. Okay, never mind. Just message me if you are connected somewhere. I'll send you the Discord link. So okay, so here you can change the tone. You can mess around with the content and the copy. So this is super helpful. So that's about the rewrite, and We have shortened, and I think this is one of my favorites, especially if you're designing for like multi-language. You can select, let's select this one and then translate. So, and you can select any language that you have recommendation. It's probably going to mess up the layout, but it will change the language. Any recommendation on the language from your end? Okay. So let's make it French, maybe? Yeah, French. Arabic. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of changing. This is like the coolest stuff I've seen. Yeah, yeah, it messed out my layout, but it it did change the entire copy. So that's good. So maybe it's messing up my layout. So let's try it here. And then let me break this detach and then make this a hug. And s- we need to fix this fill container. Okay. Fill container. Okay, nice. So, and maybe I'll make it fixed it so it does not move. Fixed 144. Okay. So here you'll be able to translate language. This is super helpful if you're like translating your app to like Spanish audience and stuff like that, or like Arabic or any language that you want. So maybe let's try Arabic. Arabic is very it's a very complicated oh yeah. Oh, this is like here done. That's cool. I think it's the important thing it will test layout because every language kind of handles things differently. And then we can translate this to maybe Spanish, I guess. Um, translate to, let's say, try Spanish. I must say it's a good translation. That's awesome. Yeah, that this is like amazing. I feel like this is just mind blowing to me, and I really love that. So that's about the language. So yeah, I know some people have to go, so I'm gonna give you the Discord link for the recording and stuff. I know I've been doing like email list and stuff, but I feel like it's hard to keep sending emails. It's much easier to do it via Discord. So this is a Discord community. It's like a gift for you all to invite to join, and I'll share the recording there. So you can join the Discord. Anyway, so this is the Arabic language translation. This is awesome. So that's about language translation. And then let's try replace content. Select you want, and then select the stack repeating frame. Oh, I don't know. So that seems something else. We can look at it some other time. So that's about translation. I feel like translation is going to be very helpful for people who are like designing for multi-language and stuff. And that's very common in some of the product where you need app in the different language. Yeah, I'm working on an app for Design Quest like for 2025. So I'll probably make it different language, but using AI, which is awesome, I think. Yeah, that's Russian. And every language adapts to layout differently, and that's like huge to test for that accessibility and stuff like that. So that's about language translation. And if you all are interested, you can join the Discord community. I'll share the recording there. And okay, so that's about language translation. And this is one of my favorite. I know there are already plugins out there, but they are not always that accurate. So Figma has this remove background, which is like freaking good. So now it's like removing background and then like look at how clean that is. I'm really like super pumped about that removing the background stuff and then like how clean it looks when you kind of like leverage that in your designs and stuff like that's not like the use case for it, but it's pretty cool how clean it is. I know it hasn't I know there might be limitations to it, but that's another feature I really love. So that's about remote background. So what else? We have shorten. We look into image. Okay, this is make prototype. I know this is a popular one. Let's see if this works. Let me okay. Let me see. I'm gonna just randomly pick a screen, and then let's try to make a prototype. So make prototype. Okay. Select two. Okay, let's see how this is gonna act and then make a prototype. So, okay, so now it's okay. It randomly picks it up for sure. Okay, let's see it. It made something, right? So I have to click here to go next. Is it the best thing? Yeah, I don't know. But I think it's you need to like probably structure your files properly. I think it depends. This is quite random, right? So let me see. Okay, maybe this one from takes from the project. So let's try on this is like layered properly. So let's try on this. Make prototype. So okay, I think this let's try on oh it did consider a lot of them. So let's try that again. I think this is wild. So if I click on I'm clicking shift and spacebar. Yes, so it says continue. Okay, it actually is taking me somewhere. Is it the right order? Let's try. Where is it starting? Okay, this is the right. It technically needs to go next and next. So let's see, continue. Personalized. Yeah, it did. So that's awesome, right? You had to technically like you had to do it one by one, but now AI can like I think I was talking to my coworker and then I think it's better than like nothing because then it's so like monotonous to do like basic prototyping and it's not like worth your time. And then like you can like maybe play around with the settings, right? And then like make smooth transitions and everything. And then I think that's something that you can play around with and that way like you don't have to worry about making those nitty-gritty. So I think this is cool. It's working. I love that. So that's about the prototyping. So I was skeptical, but it looks like it does the basic stuff at least better. So this is where actually Figma is focusing on the design system. I think this is like in the beta, but if you are like working in a larger design system and you can like search for component. So so right now it's selecting similar thing based on like what I have selected from my entire file. This is a huge thing because when you work in an enterprise, you have like 5,000 designers and you have to like look for things and it can search for you everywhere. I think that is like a huge window. But I think enterprise companies, they're not like adapting to AI much. So that's not cool. So, but let's see if like I can, let's say I have this icon, right? And I can like search similar. So it can like search like the component and like similar things from it. Is it good? I don't know. It's not giving me because I don't have like a proper design system set up here. So probably not, but it will help you like search for component. And this is where like Figma is kind of focusing a lot on like the design system stuff. So like searching for component in design system is very it takes a lot of time. So it's so search for similar set, select matching layers. Yeah, these are all not non-Figma, not AI features, but this is like the prompting. Search, yeah, search for components maybe. So yeah, here you can search from the component. I think this is gonna be a huge help in design system. You got to like search for things, so it's gonna be helpful. Just select similar, and then you will be able to find it. So one more thing, you can also do image generation. Um, Let me see meeting group chat. Okay, redundant work. Okay, we have image generation, so that is gonna be another huge one. So let's try make an image. So is there any image or prompt that you wanna like share? Maybe cats meditating. Okay, cool. So that's cool if it kind of does that. So because I'm like modifying like layer by layer, I think that's kind of a good opportunity. Okay, so that's those are the cats meditating. I think that's hilarious. So it's a good one, but it's not. But yeah, maybe it helps a little bit. Maybe we could try something like real estate, maybe that might have like a better use case. Maybe if I'm making like a real estate app, make an image and let's say um house. Let's do luxury house image. Let's see if it kind of helps a little bit. Can it convert an image into a artboard, like a frame? Are you talking? an image into an artboard? Probably not. You can create like a frame so that way it's an artboard. So yeah, this is nice. So it made that image. I think this is helpful, right? And you can, instead of using Unsplash, you are generating. I think that's gonna be huge. It does not feel very AI made, so that's nice. So let me see if I can modify it, right? That's gonna be huge if it can does it. So probably not. Make it an artwork style. Let's see if we can take my existing design and like modify it on the top of that. So you're like improvising, right? I think that's gonna be like huge. So let's see. I'm quite fascinated if that's possible. It does not do that. So okay. So yeah, it feels very AI made-ish, so it's not that great, but it's something. Any interesting things that you'll wanna like? Maybe let's try. Yeah, I had a lot of time looking for images for food, right? So let's maybe try that. Make make image and then like take image. So it's making cake images. Let's make cake images. Okay, nice. That kind of quick. Okay, so it kind of lets me do one thing at a time. So okay, let me select multi layers, right? And now let's see the AI can. I'm just challenging the limits. Uh, so let's make an image. Mm, image, right? Create image. So create image. Okay, so looks like I need to. Yeah, it's not showing that. Okay, this is uh, funny. So if I select multi-layer, it's not showing me create image. So it's kind of like restricting you what it can do. So I think that's kind of like fun. So not fun. It's interesting. So let's try. It's in the prototype mode. And now let's see image. Yeah, make image. You see, it does not let you do multi-image. Yeah, it's quite of a surprising to me as well. So maybe let's do apple ice cream cake. Give me a cake name. I'll make the rest of the two more cakes for you. Give me a random cake name for the rest of the two image we can generate. So it looks like if you select multi layers, it does not let you. So let you do one thing at a time. So let's try. Okay, let's try one more. Last make image, and then let's red velvet from the audience. Okay, so let's make. I think this is pretty good, right? It's not the best, but I think it's something. I think you can be very specific, so I think that's gonna be huge. It does not look bad. Okay, was that one more last one? So make image. So let's copy this. Cool. Yes. Okay, we are almost like done. The 10 more minutes. I want to finish the rest of the things. And really exciting, able to generate images Figma during ideation, having to use. That's correct, Amy. And that you mentioned about helping like emerging designers to go with the first graph to understand spacing hierarchy. I think that's where it's kind of heading, where a non-designer, basically AI is like what do you call that word? Democratizing creativity and design, right? So everybody could able to make good designs in the future because it would correct you and guide you and stuff like that, right? But don't worry, you won't be out of job. You should always adapt and change. But 2024, 2025, focus on your design system skills, your craft, and things you should be good. And until like AI replaces, we'll find something else. And the design engineering roles are also coming up. Keep an eye on that. So, anyways, I think this is fascinating. And there's a lot of opportunities now in the field of Gen AI. So make sure you're like learning about it and stuff because um, I saw like Netflix AI product manager around like half a 900K salary. So as a designer, if you are familiar with interaction patterns with AI and what you can do and have built some projects, you become valuable. It's just like how the economy flows in the business world. Investors invest money where there's a hype or like things happen. So you and definitely this is becoming valuable nowadays. It's no longer like a hype. So we started to see some good use cases of things and stuff like that. So that's where it's kind of there's an opportunity and not like something to be feared about. But hey, this is amazing, right? Like this definitely look, you can show it to a client quickly and get like buy-in and everything, right? So that's awesome. So that's about image generation. I think I love that. Rewrite layers and make similar images. Let me click outside. So it looks like based on where you are clicking, it's kind of giving you options. So be careful. And yeah, make prototypes or similar, replace content and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of covers most of it. So that's about Figma's AI, about AI and everything. So we kind of went through that. So what else? Where is my presentation? Yeah, so that's about the Figma's AI. So do try it out when it comes, and it's mostly image generation and then prototyping and then content editing. And so, basically, it's all about the generative AI. And I think the next step with is to how it's connected to the design system and everything is gonna be really like exciting time. So and it's gonna help designers to like don't have to focus on the mundane task and stuff like that. I'm super excited. Even though you like it or not, feel free. No, please upskill yourself. That's where the industry kind of heading. And then if you have experience, you get to work with exciting projects and everything. So that's about it. And then I'm gonna share a little bit about the new program. If you're like interested, you can stay and then at the end we can have Q&A. We can ask questions regarding your career or your AI, if upskilling, anything around that. You can have like a 10-20 minutes Q&A, and then feel free to join the Discord community which I shared, where I'll share the recording. And then there will be future master classes like this I do for like fun and just to connect with you all and stuff like that. So a little bit about the program. Again, this I'm going into a pitch mode, and this is something if you are interested, you can stay. So I recently launched this one program, but I've been doing this from the past 2 to 3 years with mentoring and coaching designers. So I launched this program to help designers to land jobs and with the career growth. So you basically, in order to become a member, you got to have an application. So the applications now are open. So I'm reviewing multiple applications and finalize that. So you can apply now. So the in the program, it's designed based on like a 80% cohort success rate. I had ran cohorts in the past where people found like 80% of the people found work opportunities and stuff. This is very selective. It's like not for everyone because I want to make sure that you kind of have that foundation to for me to help you. And then it is curated based on years of experience, and you're gonna get access to 90 plus lessons, which includes multiple courses and stuff. And then you'll the Discord has a community, and I'm inviting good credible people. You're gonna have the community and like my support. So this is somebody for designers only, and this is focused more on like landing jobs that could be startups, freelancing, and corporate. That's the problem I'm solving through this platform. And then what benefits do you get? You're going to get bi-weekly office hours and like Q&A sessions. And then 30 lessons focused on landing design job. You'll have access to the community and the network of like-minded people. I went through a lot of the job hunting process and stuff. Having a community really helped to kind of understand that journey. You're going to have access to interview template guides and everything that I've curated based on my experience. And then you'll also get access to that Figma course, it's just technically now I'm focusing it more on like enterprise, but you're going to get it as part of the membership. And then you're going to have full-time and freelance job focused resources. You're going to get access to advanced Figma course, which I recently launched, which has 60 lessons, and then the landing design job course, and then the freelancing course. And this is going to be dropped to you on the weekly basis, and then we meet bi-weekly basis to talk about it. And then this is curated all by me and my past experience. So I personally did this because I personally spent 2 to 3K on what do you say coaching and stuff like that. So I know many designers cannot afford that. So I kind of thought like, why not create something affordable but also scalable? And this is curated based from my book and which I wrote, and then yeah, this is made from the person who have walked that path you have walked, and the coaching I got from people, they didn't even know what portfolio was. So and the one more problem I saw was many program like this. Um, what do you say? They give you like all this like interviews and every portfolio and everything, but they didn't give you like the tactical skills, like what's needed for the industry. And I kind of packed up like the courses along with like the career guidance and coaching in the platform. So if you know anybody who's struggling with the job and then you feel like they might benefit for them, please let them know about this platform. And then I have gotten a lot of good support from the community and everything. And this all are some good testimonials that I've gotten from some of the best people and my past students. So it's $99 a month, and then you get access to all the benefits and stuff, and you can also get my book, which if you are interested to land design jobs. So this is a book I wrote, and then I featured some of the pictures. Amy is here as well. So this is my book. If you're interested, you can get that as well. So yeah, if you know anybody who's looking for job support and stuff like that, do check out my platform. And that's about Design Quest. I'm super excited to kind of launch this uh, program. And I personally went through a lot of like launches and kind of found that, hey, I need to structure this where the most of the problems are. And then 90% of the people were struggling with the landing design job, and mm, me, somebody who's passionate about helping people coach and stuff, I felt like this is the right fit. And once I did this as a lesson to be shared, I found that product market fit. I'm getting so many applications now. So I'm super excited. I kind of found that fit for design quest. So yeah, if you need any help or any people who are struggling with the job search, feel free to recommend Design Quest, and this is gonna grow bigger. So it's gonna the prices will increase in the future. So make sure that if something you're interested, take the benefit of it now. And then I'm already getting applications, so I'm reviewing the application. If you are interested, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, or you can apply to become a member. So that's about the platform, and I'm really excited you guys stayed along and went through the demo. And this is all about the um what do you say Figma's AI. And then I'm going to keep sharing some tips and tricks on LinkedIn. If you are interested to connect on LinkedIn with me, you can connect, so you can look at some of the experiments I'm doing. I'm doing experiments all the time, so you can connect with me and can keep an eye on some of the experiments. So this is like my LinkedIn. I'm very active here, and then we can stay connected. Again, please feel to join the Discord community, and then let's do like a Q&A of any questions that you might have, or anything like you want to share. Or um if you think that what do you say you don't like this, feel free to let me know. I'm like super open to things. So let's say Michelle says that just like a question on that on any question. Michelle had said there's a question on the chat. Can Michelle, can you share that question with me so I can like address it? Yeah, feel free to ask questions, and then we can chat further. Let's do 10 minutes Q&A. I'm feeling hungry. I need to go. So let's do a 10 minutes Q&A. Ask anything about your is a portfolio curation part of the process, or one needs an existing portfolio to get in? Is portfolio curation a part of the process, or one needs an existing portfolio? Can you elaborate that question a little bit? I'm not understanding. Is portfolio curation part of the process, or one needs an existing Yeah, for a designer to become a designer, product designer, you definitely need a portfolio. I spent 60, $70,000 on my master's degree. At the end, people don't even look at that. People look at your portfolio and if you can do the work. your portfolio is the biggest asset, so you need a portfolio to get into the design industry. And yeah, don't use AI to make UIs and the case studies and stuff. People have eye for a good portfolio. Don't try to hack it. But yeah, a portfolio is important. I share a lot of portfolio resources, so you can reach out to me if you need like a portfolio checklist. I have a free checklist you can check out and things like that. Cool. Any other questions that you have or anything you'd like to share? The stage is open to you. Where will your checklist be available? Okay, so let me give you this. Um, okay, let me see if where did I put it? Okay, I think did you join the Discord? Let me share it here. So I have a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to like Gumroad. Okay, good. Let me share the checklist with you. So I have a lot of stuff on the Gumroad here. Profile, products. How do I find this products? The 6-day portfolio checklist. Okay. Okay. So here is my 6-day portfolio guide. This thing is free. And this will give you a checklist. You can get the free checklist and a free portfolio course from there. So it gives you day by day tips. And then I will share it here as well. So I'm not like trying to get you to my community. So yeah, that's a 6-day portfolio course. It's like every day it will send you one lessons through email. So make sure you get that email. And then I think on the day fifth, you will get access to the checklist. It's one of my best highly downloaded product. I've got like 600 downloads on downloads on that. Cool. Any other question that you'll have that you'll want to talk about portfolios or anything like that? Happy to talk. We'll take this is 7:01, so we will end this at like 7:10. So 10 minutes we can talk about things. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm gonna do the sessions probably weekly basis, I guess, or maybe whenever I get time. It's been super busy. I'm creating my portfolio on Framer. Maybe I'll share that. Sometimes the Framer stuff. It's Framer is pretty cool. So I've been like building my portfolio with Framer. Maybe I'll do some sessions on that. Yeah, is yeah, cool. I'm hoping there's no further questions. And then how do you all feel about the AI? Do you all feel it's gonna like replace your job, or do you think it's gonna make you more productive? Yeah, Amy feels enhance our jobs. Yes, definitely. I can see that. Yeah. I feel like once I'm getting like so used to AI, it's like really hard for me to go back. So there's a lot of like opportunities in that space for you to like innovate and create products as well. There is also a skeptical side to it. I'm a bit of like an optimistic person, right? But there is a negative side to it as well, because the value or people how people pay you money, it might go down because they might think, oh, like I can make AI, why should I pay this designer $5,000, right? So you need to focus on that personal brand and then like unique strength and craft and everything nowadays. So make sure that you're being relevant and learning in the industry so that you build your value up as a designer, because AI could potentially it what do you call that, makes design a commodity, right? So people might not pay for it. So make sure that you are like upskilling, building a personal brand and everything. So I also have a personal brand module in my membership. So if you want to learn personal branding, you can join. I think it's incredibly assistive, but not enough to replace human design. Yeah, I completely agree. When like a non-designers, they see it, they feel like, oh, this can replace designers. But professionally, like we know how chaotic designing a UI is in a company, and so much of like human level dependency. I think that is gonna be your communication is gonna be a lot of important skill to learn. So improve your communication. But will as it I'm thinking. there's gonna be a second order effect for AI. Yeah, tell me more about what's the second order effect. Also, AI needs a lot of work to understand Modi. Like, yeah, I think that's like the biggest advantage. Understanding your client and their moods and their emotions. I think that's the biggest part. Maybe we could have like sentiment analysis agents. So if you see like my AI is taking my notes for me, so whenever I'm doing like freelance stuff, I bring my AI with me, and the AI takes all the feedback and gives me like actionable feedback. That has been a huge time saver for me. So I think that's how I use like for client meetings and stuff. So I also have like a master class on how we use AI in job search. I think it's pretty good to kind of get rid of some of the monotonous tasks during the job search and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I wrote that in my book, but I did do a master class on that, so that's pretty fun. Completely no way can handle stakeholder. I think, yeah, I think stakeholder management is going to be like an important skill. Working on a larger company, AI probably will go crazy with that. Like I don't know, as a human, how do we handle that chaos as well? But if AI can like gather all my feedback from all my stakeholders and summarize it for me, I think that is gonna be valuable. So the future, people are building AI agents. I'm in San Francisco Bay Area. I go to event, every freaking person is talking about AI agents. So, AI, have you all heard of AI agents? And do you all have any like thoughts around building your agents and stuff like that? Oh, no idea. So agents are basically just a like specific AI thing that does like a specific thing. I know that's not a best uh definition, but let's say I do a lot of events, right? I do a lot of events. So there are steps in it, right? I create the graphics, I create the event, I create the content, I distribute it. So it's like a workflow to it. So I could create like an AI agent for me, yeah, like an assistant agent that does event planning and organization, scheduling and everything. So many companies here in the Bay Area, they are also forming companies. They were just selling, we build AI agents as a service to your business. And people are there's a huge market now to focus on like building agents. So if you can build like an agent for a business or somebody to save time and money, there's a huge opportunities there and a lot of investment that is going on. So you could like design for AI agents. I think that's going to be like the next thing, designing for AI agents and how that experience looks like. I think UX of AI agents is gonna be interesting. Maybe I should do like so I have an idea that I'm working for 2025 is to, so I have written my book, right? So I feel like it's kind of monotonous to like read it. And I saw like people like bookmarking it. And then some people said, I want an audiobook. I don't have like time to make an audiobook. But what I'm thinking to like take all the content from my book and create like a LLM where you can ask questions and learn by interacting. I think that's like another opportunity. How you are consuming information is through like interacting with this content rather than like passively reading a book. You're like, and that's an experience too, and you don't want to like replace that. But I think there's a huge opportunity how we can consume information. So that's like my 2025 project, to take my book and turn into an LLM where you kind of like talk to my content through like AI. So I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, if you ever think of making an Arabic version, I'll be happy to help. Yes, let's make it multi-language. I think that's gonna be huge. It's gonna be, let's make it a global product. So yeah, Arabic, I will definitely collaborate with you. Thanks for letting me know. Stay in touch with me and the community, and we can convert that app to Arabic as well. So I think that's more scalable. And also, I mean, the thing is like I found like Google Notebook LLM. So it has like a podcasting, so I can put like content and it will have create like a own podcast. So I think that's very interesting. Podcast is just so much work. Maybe I could use that to create my podcast. Okay, I think we are almost 2 minutes in. Any questions? How are you all doing with your portfolios? Any questions on your portfolio? Are you all stuck with anything? Are you struggling with any job search, or is there anything you're struggling with right now you want to share? And we'll take that as like a last question and we'll wrap it up. I'm really hungry. Preparing for internship application at this moment. Oh yeah, that's good. So I was actually coaching a designer for getting internship. So I would recommend take two paths. One path is like applying to the company's portal directly. They have internship opening. If you're a university, that's great. That's like the criteria. The second path is actually like reaching out to like startup founders from your local area and then learning about their business and then tell them how you can help you with your skills. And that's a really good way to build connections. And if you go in-person networking event, it's you can like say like, hey, I learned about your business, blah blah blah. This is X5 skills I have, and then I'm looking for internship. Can I come and help you? I'm super excited of what you do and stuff like that. So I think that's a good way to get an internship. I've done that and gotten internships like that. Always have that 50-50 strategy. So 50% traditional applying through portal, 50% through local networking. Yeah, do try that, and that's the easiest way to get internship. You don't. I speak to so many founders, and so many founders actually need help, but they can't like able to go find a talent and stuff like that. So, if you're in Bay Area, there's a lot of startups. I think it's easier to get internships like that. So I've done that in the past. Sometimes you have to knock the door for the opportunity and not wait for the opportunity come to you. Okay, sounds good. I think that's the last question, 7:10. Thank you everyone for joining. I really appreciate you all spending time. Let's stay connected in the community and then stay tuned for the next event. And then do check out Design Quest and let people know about the platform. And there's more exciting content coming in the future. We'll do more AI stuff so that you all are top designers in the industry. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world. I'll stay connected and let's stay connected. Bye. See ya.